Kimchi, Korea's beloved national dish, is increasingly at risk due to climate change. Napa cabbage, the key ingredient, is struggling to thrive as rising temperatures disrupt its growth. Farmers and scientists warn that Napa cabbage may one day be impossible to cultivate. Traditionally, Napa cabbage has thrived in cooler, mountainous regions where the ideal temperature for growth is between 18 to 21 degrees Celsius, 64 to 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Napa cabbage is now at risk as South Korea has experienced an average temperature increase of 1.8 degrees Celsius over the past century. This warming trend has led to shorter winters, longer summers, and earlier spring blooms, all contributing to decreased agricultural productivity. South Korea is also grappling with heavy rains and rising temperatures. Cabbage is grown in various regions throughout Korea, with the highland areas of rugged Gangwon-do province being particularly notable. However, Haenam is responsible for producing 70% of Korea's winter cabbage, a resilient variety known for its crunchy texture and distinctively sweet flavor, ideal for making kimchi. Last year, Haenam produced 171,000 tons of winter cabbage, making up 60% of the national total. This was a significant drop from 224,400 tons in 2018, reflecting a nearly 24% decrease over 5 years. Additionally, the number of cabbage farms in Haenam has decreased by about 17%, from 5,247 farms a decade ago to 4,371 last year. The overall decline in the cabbage industry is also evident in the sharp reduction in the number of producers and distributors. In the early 2000s, the Korea Agricultural Distribution Corporation Central Federation had over 10,000 members. Today, 23 years later, that number has dwindled to about 1,200. According to forecasts from the Rural Development Administration, a state agricultural research institute, climate change is expected to drastically reduce cabbage cultivation. In the next 25 years, cabbage farming could shrink to only 44 hectares, and by 2090, cabbage may not be grown at all in highland regions. In 2023, Gangwon-do experienced heavy rainfall in 5 of the 12 months, with June and December seeing particularly significant amounts. June's rainfall was 159.3% of the average, making it the 8th highest, while December's rainfall was a remarkable 449% of the norm, the highest ever recorded for that month. The average annual temperature in Gangwon-do for 2023 was 12.1 degrees Celsius, which was 1.3 degrees Celsius higher than the typical average, and the highest since records began in 1973. For Korea, kimchi is a symbol of its national pride. It is a spicy fermented mix of vegetables that is served with almost every traditional meal in South Korea. Kimchi originated during Korea's Three Kingdoms period, 57 BCE, 668 CE. A time when Korea was divided into Goguryeo, Beach, and Silla. Without refrigeration, preserving food was challenging, leading to early methods like drying and pickling. Pickling, which involves soaking vegetables in salt water or vinegar, has been practiced for around 4,000 years, with its roots in Mesopotamia and India. In ancient China, pickled cucumbers known as jiat may have influenced early Korean pickles. By the 14th century, the term chimchi referred to pickled vegetables and eventually evolved into kimchi. The introduction of red pepper powder to Korea in the 16th century gave kimchi its distinctive spiciness. During the 17th century, peppers replaced salt during food shortages, and by the mid-19th century, Chinese cabbage became the primary ingredient, leading to the cabbage kimchi we recognize today. While there were about 100 types of kimchi 200 years ago, there are now over 300 varieties worldwide. Kimchi's commercialization began during the Vietnam War, 1955 to 1975, to supply troops. It gained international fame at the 1984 Los Angeles Olympics and was showcased at later events. As global interest in Korean culture grew, kimchi became widely recognized, supported by cultural initiatives like the Kimchi Field Museum and the Kimchi Bus Project. Michelle Obama's 2013 tweet about making kimchi in Kimjang, and UNESCO's recognition of kimchi as intangible cultural heritage in 2013 further boosted its global profile. According to Business Korea, South Korea exported kimchi to 92 countries last year, with the United States and Japan as the leading buyers. The Korea Customs Service reports that South Korea exported 44,041 tons of kimchi in 2023, marking a 7.1% increase from 41,118 tons in the previous year and setting a new record. The previous highest export figure was 42,544 tons in 2021. Reports also suggest that the kimchi market could expand by $1.14 billion by 2028. Climate change is exacerbating the difficulties for South Korea's kimchi industry, which is already struggling with competition from lower-priced Chinese imports commonly used in restaurants. To combat price spikes and shortages, the South Korean government has invested in extensive climate-controlled storage facilities. Additionally, scientists are working urgently to develop crop varieties that can thrive in warmer climates and withstand significant changes in rainfall and disease outbreaks. These efforts aim to ensure a stable supply of key ingredients for kimchi and mitigate the impacts of climate change on this crucial sector. As the industry adapts to these challenges, maintaining the quality and availability of kimchi remains a priority.